Hello everybody. Today's Sunday, the September 27th, I believe. Yep, September 27th, Sunday. Look like it's getting ready to rain here, but the reason I'm getting on here, I'm just doing just a video of it just to explain to everybody about all this living off credit and all this credit garbage. You know what I mean? So, you know, they get you to worship a number and all that. You know what I mean? That number don't really mean anything, really. You can still get denied. You know what I mean? You can get denied with an 850 score, but people say you have a high 800 score, and 800s are considered high risk, or you're worthless, because these lenders try to get much money they can out of you. Like the FICO score created greed for the lender, and everything you do is based off a FICO score. When you get car insurance, they base it off your FICO score. So basically, when you get car insurance, it's like trying to get a loan. It's like getting a loan. You know, if you got good credit, you'll get a good rate. Bad credit, you'll get a high rate. They treat car insurance like that now. So these young people that start driving and everything, they'll pay 3 times the amount of insurance than somebody with a high or a good credit score. Say my score is like 825, and I pay $60 a month for full coverage on a car. They might pay 200 and something. They might pay, you know, more than that, like 180, 190 a month, or higher. I've seen some people say they got a brand new car and they pay like $400 a month just for insurance. They put the car payment in there and the insurance on their car, and it's like almost $1,000 a month. I think that's nuts. A new car loan. I just seen some pop up on Facebook. A 2020 Yukon was like $90,000. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And then they put on there, I said, yeah, he went in there and they offered a 10-year loan on a car. So, see, this is what happened to me. I had a while back, I had some Discover cards. I had 2 of them. Well, after that Equifax data breach, someone got my information. So then I had to freeze all them companies out there. Not just the major 3. There's a bunch of them out there you got to freeze. A lot of people say, you got to freeze the major 3 credit reports. There's more than that. If you just send me a message on here, I'll give you the whole list you got to freeze. Because even if you got the 3 ones frozen, what happens is someone goes online and tries to get a phone in your name, and they apply on there. If your major credit report's frozen, they try to pull it, they'll pull from a small one that it's not frozen. So if that tells you anything. And they're owned by the major 3 credit reporting agencies, but even if you got the big ones frozen, the major 3, and them small ones are not, there's like a dozen of them or better. You know what I mean? So what happened when I froze my account, somebody got a hold of my information, they closed my cards out. And that was a disaster. You know, after all that happened, I said, this whole credit thing is nothing but a joke. It's trash, you know? And the 2 idiots that create a FICO score back in the late 80s and the 80s, they did to create greed. And they come out with a different model like every year or so to get the score even lower, to create more greed for the lenders. If you just do all the research yourself, you don't believe me, and look what they do to get the score lower and lower, it creates more greed for the lenders. That's all that was made for. It's not intended for the people at all. You're nothing but, like I say, they say you're nothing but a number. And that's true, really. You know what I mean? And you know what sucks about it, they say a card inquiry is negative. I said, what? Right there, it tells you right there. That's a big red X on your report. Don't do it. He's high risk. He's got a negative mark, inquiry. And then people say, oh, it really don't hurt, blah, 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 whatever. If they're saying it's negative mark, it's negative. I don't want to hear all that garbage on there. It only drops your score 5, 6, 10 points. It don't matter. It's red mark on your report. It's negative, a negative mark. Hard inquiries are negative. And what people do, they keep on applying for credit. If one denies you, they all will. And they keep on applying for different places, and it leaves all them red marks on there. Oh, they got 40 inquiries in the past 3 months. Because they know you're desperate, and they'll deny you. And them hard inquiries will stay on there for a good 2 years. They say 24 months, but I've seen them on there 3 years ago, and they're still on there. If that tells you how much garbage them reporting agencies are. And it's your responsibility to make sure the information is correct, not theirs. So that tells you the whole thing is a joke. And I can't believe people, you know, this whole COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of people are hurting. They're losing their house, their jobs, their cars. The banks don't want to hear that. You're not working. They'll come and get your car and they'll come and get your house. So if you can't pay cash for it, just don't buy it. And they say them store cards, they call them crap cards. They're the worst cards to have, them store credit cards. You do what my friends do. They go out and they buy repo houses for like 10, 15, 20 grand. Save up the money for a year or two and pay cash for a house. All you got to do is pay property tax. You know what I mean? The house really ain't yours because you got to pay taxes. You know? You figure when you get a house, you got a house payment, you got to keep all the maintenance up. You got insurance, you got to pay property taxes. It's a lot of money. If you pay cash for a house, you'll cut like 50% of that off right there. No rent, no payments. No payments. No 10-year car payments. It's crazy. The cars right now are $100,000. Next year, in 2022, they'll be higher than that. They'll be like $120,000, $130,000. You know, eventually your car payment will be more than your mortgage. That's what they are now. I mean, if you get a $100,000 car, your car payment is more than your mortgage payment, and they go down in value like a rock. You know what I mean? Quickly. That's why you should never buy a new car. If you wait a couple years, that car will be half price. A 2021, wait to 2023 and get one that a couple years old or so, it'll be like $50,000 or $40,000 or even lower. Yeah, there's no sense in buying a new car. I mean, if you look at the door sticker, it says a 2021 was made in 2020. So it's already a year old. That's where that negative equity comes from. So yeah, that's what you guys need to do. You know, quit worship the altar of the FICO score. Number. That number don't mean garbage. That number is garbage. That's what I'm trying to say. The number don't mean anything. It's just a number. You know what I mean? A FICO score. You know, I thought that whoever created a FICO score needs slapped across the face. Both them guys do. Bam. Idiot. Created a bunch of greed. And that greed will come back and haunt you, trust me, because there's a judgment day. I know a lot of people said that'll never happen. It will happen, trust me. And all that greed on there, you know what I mean? Just like on the YouTube channels, they got these guys doing clickbait, still mischecked videos every day, every hour. Or some of them are doing every hour, but they're going nuts with it because they're making thousands and thousands of dollars from people watching them. And I can't believe how many people watching them videos, because they'll put a video on there, and they'll have like 100,000 views in an hour or so. Oh my God. Because they know people are desperate and they're banking money from Google doing that. Yes, they are getting paid thousands of dollars per video or even more, depending on how many clicks, subscriptions, and likes, and how long people watch the video, and how many commercials or ads they put in their video. It gets monetized. And the YouTube channel, they're the ones that go on the computer and monetize that, not you Google or YouTube. They do. And that's why they do that, because they know they're getting money off people that are desperate, okay? And what gets me, they do these live super chats on YouTube, and people send them money. People don't know they're making money on these videos. They are. It's no exaggeration. Like I said before, go to socialblade.com, type in the YouTube username, and you'll see how much money they're making. It's an estimate, and someone told me the estimate's real low. It's actually higher than what it is. So if it says on there they made $100,000 that month or 80, it's probably more than that. Yes, I'm not kidding. 80,000 and 70,000. Some are making 100,000 a month. That's the ones who post a video every hour when they see something on the news. They've been doing this for over 90 days. They're banking money on the pandemic from Google. Okay? Yes, I done warned all the news outlets about it. They act like they're not even interested in it. So, they hang up on me. So, that tells you how bad the news is. They do other garbage, I think, called garbage news. Bullcrap news. But when you put on there, someone told me to call the Attorney General, because I done called Google and complained about it. They said they're aware about it and they're investigating all this. I said, how and how they're going to pay all that money back? You guys probably spent millions of dollars paying them over the past 4 months talking about a second stimulus that'll never exist. And they're still talking about it. You know what I mean? I wish they quit the stimulus crap, you know, in the Washington and all that, the White House, because all they're doing is just these guys are just going nuts, making videos and videos and videos and videos all the time. 24/7. They don't give up. Please like and subscribe my channel. in the super chats, people are sending them money when they do super. I've seen people send them like $20, $5, $50, $100, $10, $3. But if you got thousands of people watching you and they send you here money here, that's more money they're making. I mean, I've done looked them up on Social Blade. They made $800,000 so far this year. And that might be off. It might be $1 million. And they tell people, we're not rich, but we're not poor. But they done made $1 million so far from YouTube. To me, if you got $1 million, you got money. That's crazy. I can't believe this. All I do is pound the pavement. Pound, pound, pound. Calling them all the national news media. My son made a wall of shame stimulus clickbait video channel up. Put their pictures and videos all over the a video. Each person has a video, their pictures, they're, talking about stimulus for the past 90 days. There's like 1,000 clickbait titles. And the amounts they make on there. Yearly amount, $700,000 so far. He made $90,000 last month on clickbait stimulus videos. Yep. Like I said, people don't think that they're making money on them videos. They're doing it for the hell of it. Trust me, they're not doing it for the hell of it. They're banking thousands of dollars from Google doing it. That's why they're doing it. If you comment on their channel talking about clickbait and your guys are a joke, they delete the comment because they know what they're doing. They delete it quickly. You can send a message on them 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. Delete, delete. They get a notification on their phone. Message received on your YouTube channel. Delete. Flag as spam. Delete, delete, delete. They don't care. They know what they're doing. They're going to go back and look years down the road and say, hey, you know what? I made over $1 million on them clickbait videos. I wish the stimulus would last forever. I wish they keep on talking about it for the next 10 years. So I can make $1 billion off the videos. I mean, that's over exaggeration, but you know what I mean. They're greedy. And people watch them videos. Guy posts a video within 24 hours. He had 800,000 views, almost 1 million views. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. One guy made a video on there in the month of May alone. 31 days. He had 30 million views, and Google paid him $285,000. He made a video on it. He said, Google's going to get mad at me. YouTube's going to be mad at me for putting this out there. One day he made 30,000, next day 17, next day 35,000, next day 20,000, next day 8,000. For the whole, that's daily. For the whole 31 days in May of 2020, 31 days, he made 285,000. It might have been 284 something, but let's just say 285,000 in 30 days. Yeah, they cash out every month. Google sends them a check, and trust me, they got to pay taxes on them checks that they get from Google. They'll get a 1099 at the end of the year. So all that money, the hundreds of thousands of dollars they made, or $1 million, they're going to get taxed. Yeah, they're going to get a 1099 from Google. Yeah, they got to file taxes on that money. It ain't free money. They got to file it. They got to pay taxes on that money. So if they don't, they'll be in trouble. So I figure I'd give you guys a heads up on here. It's the weekend. Look, guys, it's getting ready to rain again. Yeah, so you guys have a great weekend. Sunday, September 27th. So all right, you guys have a lovely weekend, okay? I get out here and go on a rampage, but I'm talking about all this stuff going on. You know what I mean? I just can't believe it. It's unbelievable. Man, it's crazy out there. Yeah, if you're subscribed to one of them clickbaiters out there, unsubscribe. But there's a lot of good ones on there. But I'm saying there's more bad clickbaiters out there, because I think a couple of them started it. Then one guy put a video on there a while back, how to make $10,000 per video doing stimulus check videos. So then they all started. A lot of people had to create a second channel strictly for the clickbaiting. You know what I mean? One guy, they're not even financial experts. You know what I mean? They're like just regular John Doe or a bodybuilder, nutritionist, or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. But there is good ones out there. So yeah, there's a few people out there that they do one a day, and they don't clickbait titles like $3,000 today, next week. Well, next week was 30 days ago or 3 months ago, or what I'm talking about. And people click on them. The desperate people, they're after desperate people giving their hopes up, talking like that for the past 4 months, 90 days, 4 months, and they do it every day, 7 days a week. They run it in the ground. It's unbelievable. But yeah, I done sent an email to the attorney generals in every state about these clickbait videos. They said they're interested. So, yeah, I must, you know, make them pay what they're doing. They know it's wrong, and they still do it. So now they're going to be investigated by the attorney generals. YouTube knows, attorney generals knows. I blasted over the medias and national news. Put their pictures and videos all over the internet saying they're a bunch of con artists talking about something, you know, misleading videos. And they'll all be slapped in the face when a second stimulus probably check will never happen. And they've been talking about it for 4 months about. They'll feel real bad then. Like, yeah, I've been talking about that video for 4 months, talking about that second stimulus for 4 months, and it never happened. But I made $1 million on them videos. Ha ha, cha-ching, cha-ching. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Crazy. If you're sending people money in a super chat, you need to stop. You know what I mean? Because they're making money. You know what I mean? That's crazy. And they do $50 giveaways sometimes, or $100 or whatever. That's good. But they're still making, you know, I got $100,000 in my pocket. I'm giving you $10. That's nothing to them. That's pocket money. So yeah, they look up in their eyes like, oh, these people don't know we're making money. Duh. There are people out there thinking you don't make money on them videos. You're doing it for the hell of it. Like, I'm going to go to work for free. I'm going to work 50 hours a week and for free. I'm going to tell my boss, hey, I'm working for free this week. I'm going to work for the hell of it. They're doing it because they're banking money on YouTube. Listen to me. Them stimulus clickbait videos they've been talking about for the past 4 months, they're making thousands of dollars per video from Google. The more clicks, the more likes, the more subscribes, the more money they get. The more commercials or ads they put in their video, they're making more. They can make $20 per video, $10, $30, $15, $2. When you get 800,000 views, they can make $40,000 off one video. Maybe 20,000. Maybe 55,000 per video. Yeah, so if you're watching them videos, you need to stop. Unsubscribe and quit watching them clickbaiters, because all you're doing is making them rich. You guys have a great weekend. Bye now.